Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome to this week vlog. Today is very gray. It's kind of nice. I really like it, but I'm not feeling that great. This couple of weeks haven't been that great either. I started the year really sick. I had this kind of really awful flu. I had planned a trip to Canada for my honeymoon, and I got to postpone it, so I'm going to Canada next month instead of this one. And that was really like a sad thing to do because I was really happy about going to Canada this month, but at least it's not cancelled. It was only postponed. I have had a lot of difficulty reading or like a whole book. I think the last book that I read completely was The Kingdom of the Wicked. I think that was the last video, and before that book I also was kind of like in a reading slump, and I wasn't able to finish any of the books that I started, which was really sad. I was accustomed to reading a book a day, or a book or 3 or 4 books every week, and to go from that to not actually reading was kind of really sad. But I think it was because I found myself to be really depressed because I was sick. The year wasn't really nice. Like, I got sick the day before the year ended, and I spent the first 2 weeks of January sick also, so I'm still a little bit sick. Like, when I talk you can hear it, or I don't know if you guys can. So this week I plan on getting back in track and reading a lot of stuff. That's what I wish for. I have a couple of books that I've been wanting to read for a really long time. I think that because I finished The Kingdom of the Wicked completely, I now feel better. I feel like I'm being a little bit productive. I got back in track with my job and all of that, also with my drawing, and I'm good now. So I guess that things are getting better. Yay! So the first book that I'm going to be reading this week, or plan on reading this book, is I Hate You More by Lucy Gilmore, and I do really hope that I like it a lot. I bought it a year ago, so yeah, I'm going to be reading I Hate You More by Lucy Gilmore. I know nothing about this book. I just know that it feels like it's going to be a really light read, and kind of like a rom-com. I read chapter 1, and sadly I have to say that it was a little bit boring. It was kind of slow, but again, it's only chapter 1. I give books a chance until chapter 5 to let me know if I really like them or not. So I'm really happy about reading chapter 1. I don't know why, but yeah, this must be really easy, so I'm planning on finish it this week, of course. And I also have a couple of other books that I want to cash on. I also want to start reading Kingdom of the, is it Curse? Because I read Kingdom of the Wicked and I kind of liked it, so I'm going to read book 2, but I don't think that I'm going to do it this week because I'm not in position to buy it yet. And then I have another book that I'm wanting to read. I wanted to read that book for a really long time. I don't remember the name, but I think it is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn something. Okay, so I'm going to start doing this, and I'm going to update you in a little while. Again, this is going to be a really slow week. I am working full time, so I cannot spend a lot of time reading, but I try anyways. Yes, I am also writing my book, which is, it takes a lot of my time, like a lot of my time. Hello guys, so hello. I think today is Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday were awful, so stressful. I think actually Monday I talked to you. So these 2 days I started to read this book. It's The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. It's a novel. It's kind of chunky, but not that much, and it's really interesting. If you have the chance to read it, do. If you like Agatha Christie novels or books, you're going to love this. I am currently going to start reading. I think I'm in half of the second chapter. I haven't read that much. I've been also reading the I Hate You More. I think that I'm going to DNF that book. I don't know. I want to read it. I want to complete that book. I don't want to DNF it, but it's kind of boring. It goes really slow, and the bad part is that that book talks a lot about dogs, and I love dogs, so I don't know why it's so boring for me. I'm also listening to The Dreadful Debutante. It is kind of a Bridgerton vibe, but it's from a really old writer from like way before Julia Quinn, and I really like it. The book is funny, it's entertaining, and I really like it. I don't know why, I just like it. I maybe think that is because season 3 of Bridgerton hasn't come out yet, and I'm in need for some Regency love. But yeah, I'm loving that book, so I'm listening to that, have reading it, and I am going to start reading also Princess of Souls. So I have it right here. I think this book, yeah, I got it from a Fairy Loot Box subscription, so I am going to read it. Isn't it cute how somehow paperbacks look cute, like with special editions? I love that. They're very easy to read. I feel like if I could have a paperback for every book that I own, that way I could read the paperback, and then I could have all of the hardbacks and all of the special editions that I have for paperback books just in my bookcase. That way nothing happens to them. It would be so great. But also I do feel guilty when something happens to my paperback copies. Oh, I also want to say that I've been watching this girl on TikTok. I don't remember her name, but she was talking about how there are a lot of problems now and issues with people who read to criticize or to analyze a book. There are a lot of ways to read books. One of them is to critically analyze them and review them and talk to them and talk about them when it comes to plot, writing style, about all of those things. Like, you can go into a book with a full bag of annotating tabs. You can go like to study and research and analyze the book, and that is so good, that is so nice. But also there is this way of reading that is only for entertainment purposes, and for people who love to read like that, that is so okay. That is okay. So stop criticizing people just because they don't read the same books that you do, or maybe they do not enjoy the same books that you do. That's dumb. Everyone has the right to read whatever they want. I tend to do both. I do like to analyze books a lot, but at the same time I feel like I need some books to be entertained only. For example, The Dreadful Debutante, that is a very kind of like not book. It's kind of like just to have fun and to read it and to laugh about it and to like act surprised when the bad person in the book does something bad, but that's what they're supposed to do and you're not that surprised. So stop criticizing and fighting about something that is so... If reading makes you happy, just read. It doesn't matter how you do it. So yeah, that's my rant for today. I'm tired. I worked. I'm going to read for a while. I'm going to write a couple of chapters on my books. I don't have to write anymore. I have to edit, which is awful. My dog is frustrating. My dog is complaining because she wants to get out of the room. Do you want to get out of the room, Lolly? Come on, get out of the room. Go. Go. Go, yes, go. Take your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever you want it to be. I don't care. Go. Go. Goodbye. No, I cannot leave her. I love you. Hello guys, happy Friday. I cannot believe that is at last Friday. So Wednesday I didn't read a lot. I was really busy that day. Yesterday though, I have read to two books. One of them was the Savage Viscount, or no, the Savage Marquise, which is by the same author that wrote the dreadful debutante. They are Regency Romance novels, and they're really short. They're just like 5-6 hours when you listen to them, and it's really easy to read when you like read it instead of listen to it. I really like how she writes her romances. She also writes, what's her name, MC Beaton, I think is her name, and I really like how she writes her romance. She also writes suspense and kind of like these romance suspense books that I really like. She has a lot of books, and yeah, so if you like Bridgerton, you can definitely read her books. Also, if you like spooky things with romance in it, go. So I read those two books / listen to them, and I was like cleaning yesterday like crazy, like a crazy person. I am filming outside, and this is kind of the first time. It's embarrassing. But I don't care. I was kind of like in a cleaning strike last night, and I listened to a short novella, like a Christmassy, because I'm still like stuck on Christmas, because I feel like I didn't end the year completely like I wanted to. So I don't care. I'm going to keep reading and listening to Christmassy stuff because I want to. And it was so good, even though it was short and it was free. Like, you can get it in Audible, and it was so good. I don't have the name right now, but I'm going to put it like here after when I'm editing the video, or at the end of the video. I don't know. It was so good, like so good. I really liked it, but it got kind of weird at the end. Like, the ending was but the whole book I really liked it. Same with the characters. And now I am reading Bridge Kingdom, which is a fantasy. It is enemies to lovers, which I love. Like, I'm that girl, and it's really interesting. Like, I really like it. I haven't heard about this book. There is someone besides me. Okay, he went away. He was looking at me. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. So I'm reading this book, which is Bridge Kingdom. I think they have it in Audible too, so I'm going to listen to it. I'm on my way to the store right now to buy things to cook, or for my husband to cook, because like I'm not gonna cook today. I don't want to. Yeah, so I am listening. I'm gonna look for an Audible right now, so I'm going to listen to it when while I'm in the store, and then I'm going to keep reading the book. It's so interesting. I really like it. Until now, I really like it. I understand everything, which is weird because their names, like the name of the kingdoms, one of the names is Itakana, which, what, it's kind of weird. Can you put like Florence or something like that? Something that I know that exists, but again, it's fantasy. So yeah, this is the weirdest clip that I'm going to have in this video. I don't know why I'm so anxious. It's because I'm filming outside. Well, that's the update. So that's it. I'm going to go and stress myself and have like 3 panic attacks at the store, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I had to stop my car because I'm listening to I have read almost like the whole book of the Bridge Kingdom, and I'm listening to the last hour um in my car while I drive back from my job, and like I kind of want to cry so much. Oh my god, that book is so freaking stupid, but in the nice way. This enemies to lover book, I had to stop because I had to like talk about it. Like, you guys need to read the book. It's so good, and oh my god. And I do know that it has a second book. There's a second book in the series, and oh my god, I'm going to talk more about it like later when I'm not driving. But I really had to stop because I've been crying, and the book is really good. But I'm going to talk about it like later at the end of the video, I think, because I can't even. I have so many thoughts in my mind right now. Like, she's going to betray him. Like, Lara is going to betray him, and like, he's been so good to her. Oh, and he had known for like a really long time. He suspected at first that she was a spy, but now he knows, and still he's like defending her when everyone else wants to like kill her because she's a spy. She's a freaking spy. Oh, and he's defending her, and good men only exist in fictional books. They're only fictional. I can't. I'm going to see if I can finish listening to the book. I don't think that I can. I think that I'm going to stop. I need to stop. I need a break. I'm going to stop. See you later. Hello guys. So this week, crazy, right? I read a lot of books. Can you hear my dog walking? Lily, stop. So I read a couple of books. I listened to some of them. For example, The 8 Winter Nights by Liz Maverick. I listened to it. It's just like 2 or 3 hours. If you listen to it like at like 1.7 speed. Otherwise, I don't know. It seems to be too slow for me. So I put it like 1.7, 1.8, and I understand every single word. So it's okay. I really liked that book. Is more kind of like a novella, or I don't know if it's a short story. The characters are funny. The ending is kind of a little bit icky to me, just because that is something that I will never do, what the main character does. So she is this girl, and she has a best friend, and the friend is supposed to be beautiful, like even more than the main character, which I don't know why we have to separate women between like beautiful and more beautiful. I don't know, that's dumb. And they go to a party, and she gets locked in the restroom with another guy, and the guy's new, and she likes the guy and whatever. But then when they come out of the restroom, the friend meets the guy, and they kind of like each other. So he ends up dating her best friend for a year. After a year, she kind of disappears, and she's like, he has a broken foot, so can you please take care of him? Like, go and stay in our apartment and take care of him, please. And she just go away to a vacation, which is okay. Then when she is there taking care of, I don't remember his name, to be honest. He's kind of like, you're good writing, you're good with that kind of like romantic stuff, so you're going to help me get your friend back, because what happened was that we broke up because I don't think we're suited for each other, but still I want her back because this is a stupid competition. So she's kind of helping him get her back, her best friend back, with like these letters that she's writing. But the letters, everything that she's writing, comes from what she wrote in diaries for him or to him. And at the end, they end up together and whatever. Spoiler alert. But the friend at the end was like, I left for like a week or 2 weeks, and for you two to be alone and together, for you two to leave you guys alone, and that way you can be together. And you're telling me that I came back and you're still not together, not doing anything at all. That ending was kind of icky. If you want to know more, like go ahead and listen to the book. Like 2 or 3 hours of your life that you can, it's worth it. I mean, it was funny, their interactions were funny, but nothing that special. But I really liked it, but I didn't at the end because it was, again, icky. Like, I would never be with a man who was with my best friend before. Like, they had sex. No. I also listened to The Dreadful Debutante, and that one is by MC Beaton or something like that. It's kind of like the Bridgerton vibe. I think I talked about it in like one of the clips of the video, and I really liked that one too. And the other one is The Savage Marquis. The Savage Marquis, I think it is. Well, it is by the same writer. The only thing that I didn't like is that in all of her books, or at least the books that I have read, the mom of the main character is always the bad guy. Or not the bad guy, because she has, through her stories, she writes about other like bad people, but still the main character is always the different girl who like is not as beautiful as her sister or as her cousin, but still like the handsome, beautiful, powerful, rich man will fall in love with her just because she's different. And that's one of the things that I don't like about her books. But again, the stories are have a lot of movement, and you will not get bored because a lot of things happen. It's like a drama. It's like Bridgerton. So if you like Bridgerton and you read The Dreadful Debutante and The Savage Marquis by MC Beaton, you're going to have a good time because it's almost like Bridgerton. So I read those 3 books. Like I said, was reading I Hate You More. I am going to be honest here. I am not capable of finishing this. I am still stuck on the 3rd chapter because it's so boring. It's really boring. I don't know why. I have said it before. It has dogs. This book is supposed to be like me in like text, and I don't like it. I don't want to DNF it either because like I bought it. So I'm going to try hard. Maybe it's not the season that I should be reading it on. Reading it in maybe summer. I don't know. I'm going to read this book. I just couldn't this week. I was also reading Neon Gods finally. So I read, what was the story? Desperate Measures, was it? Well, I don't remember which one it was. It was the one that is kind of like a retelling of The Little Mermaid, and I loved that book. And that book was by Katie Roberts, and I love her. She's so amazing, the way that she writes. It is not safe for work. It is but I love her work, and these kind of books, they're just for entertainment, and you have a very good time, and the banter in her books is amazing. This book, I really liked it. It is about Hades and Persephone. It's another retelling. Yes, I know, we have a lot of them. But this one is really good. I wasn't convinced about buying the book and reading it because too hyped up and whatever. And I do know why the reason why this book was so hyped up is because it's smart. It has a lot of smart in it. Don't judge. A lot of people love smart, and smart, I think, it forms a very important part of a book. When you use the scenes that have smart to tell or to help your characters develop and help your readers understand why the characters make or do the things they do, it is very important. And I don't care what you think. So I finished this. I don't know if I'm going to do like a whole video for a review for it, but it was fun. I also was trying to finish the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I haven't. I have to keep reading this. The thing is that, okay, so this is what happened. I started reading this after Neon Gods and after I gave up reading this book or trying to read that book. And I found this book that I had, like a paperback that I had in my bookcase, in my bookshelf, hidden, and it was The Bridge Kingdom. And I haven't read that book because no one talks about it. Like no one, like very few people talk about The Bridge Kingdom. That book is freaking amazing. Like I don't know if you saw me crying in the clips that I like put behind this, but that book is so amazing. So I had to start reading completely the series. I couldn't finish the first book yet, but it is so amazing because I started yesterday reading the book. So I still have to finish it, but I'm planning on doing a video about the Bridge Kingdom series. I don't think that I'm going to read the Nadoket Prince because I don't feel like it. It has nothing to do with the story, but it does have to do with the story because it is, I believe, one of the kids or prince is the prince of Meridina, so it does have to do with the British Kingdom. But I have to finish the two first books, which they're. I loved the first book. I'm loving the first book, so I'm going to finish it and then I'm going to make a video review about the first book and the second book, the Traders Trader Queen. And I love Lara, by the way, and Aaron. Oh my god, yay! But still, well, going. Sorry, my mind kind of flew away to Aaron's and their relationship. So yeah, that's what I did. I was also trying to read A Game of Fate, but by Scarlett Sinclair, but no, I'm not. This week, no, I'm not. I'm too obsessed with the Bridge Kingdom to like leave it alone and read another thing. Like even this is going to have to wait. Is going to have to wait because I'm reading the whole series once and for all. Like that book is amazing. It happened the same with Cruel Prince. Like I read the first book and I had to read all of them because, excuse me, it took my breath away and no one is talking about it. That bothers me a lot. Okay, so that was my week. It was difficult. A lot of things happened, especially on Wednesday. Wednesday was a awful day for me, but still, goodbye. See you in the next one. Wait for my Bridge Kingdom review. I'm so excited. Okay, bye-bye.